What is up, guys, and welcome back to another leg day. Leg day. At least it's Friday. I've got I don't usually take stim unless it's the weekend, and Friday's close enough to the weekend, right? So we've got 2 scoops of the C4 Blue Ras in the shaker with 5 grams of creatine. I do like the Blue Ras. I've always been a Blue Ras fan. I mean, who doesn't like blue raspberry? It's literally like the most synthetic fucking candy flavor you can get. But it kind of like tastes metallic almost. I haven't had any other C4 flavors, but I don't know. Just have this weird like aftertaste. And it just tastes like metal, but that's gonna keep me going through today's leg day. 2 sets of heavy squats, 2 sets of lying leg curls, 2 sets of hack squat, and then 2 sets leg extension, finishing off the workout with 2 sets of calves. I've been pretty happy with my leg training. I've been really happy with my my calves recently, and that's not a thing a lot of people can say, that they're actually happy with their calves. But I think in terms of leg development, my calves are actually quite strong compared to, like, can this car go? There's like no one in front of him. Jesus. In terms of my leg development, I think my calves are a little bit ahead of the game, which is good, but I'm certainly not gonna take a step back and relax, because that's where mistakes are made. But what am I not liking about my legs right now? Probably just, I think the back of my legs, my hamstrings are going quite well. I think it's just the quad separation. Like, I've got pretty defined quads for like 2 years, 3 years training, but they need to be freaking wider. They need to be substantially wider. But an update on the bulk. Today, on track with 1,800 calories in the tank so far. It is 6 p.m, so I've got quite a while to get back up to that 2,800, so that's about another 1,000 calories, which it won't be hard. It will not be hard to get in that 1,000 calories, especially after a leg day. And while I was at work, I was fiending for a tub of Ben & Jerry's. Now, that is very strange for me. I don't ever eat sweets or like ice cream. Like, I indulge in ice cream very occasionally, but I'll have like 2 spoonfuls and then I'll be like, I don't know, just something about it doesn't really do anything for me. But at work, for some reason, I thought a tub of BJ would go well. So I think after today's leg day, I'm gonna have to go and treat myself, since it's Friday. Get a little tub of Ben & Jerry's, and that hopefully should be about 600, maybe 700 calories. Probably not 700, maybe 500 to 600 calories. Just let's be generous here. But if I get like a pint of Ben & Jerry's, be a good 550 calories. I'm thinking maybe 20 grams of protein. And I'd class that as a pretty high quality protein source. Like, I mean, dairy in general is pretty like good A tier, if not S tier. I'd say good A tier with all the additives and stuff in the Ben & Jerry's, but it's not to say that it's bad. But I've been on the bulk for about, like, properly bulking for about 2 weeks now, and I'm feeling pretty freaking good. Like, in general, like, I'm feeling a little bit lethargic, but I mean, that's gonna just be, I'm eating like 3,000 calories, so no shit. But I'm getting used to it, and I'm feeling pretty damn full, and like, my pumps have been pretty great. So I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna keep doing this bulk. I'm enjoying it. I've gone up about 5 kilos of solid, like, quality weight. I think that's about 12.5 pounds, let's just call it 12 pounds. Let's be, I'd rather undershoot than overshoot. So 12 pounds in 2 weeks, that's pretty solid. I know it's not gonna, it's like one of those maths equations where it's on the graph and it's like, it's gone like this. So it's gonna level out, but it's certainly not gonna keep going at 6 pounds a week, because I'm gonna be frickin' Sam Sulek by the time summer rolls around. I'm gonna be 300 pounds. Well, I'll probably be fat as fuck, but what have I been eating? I've just been trying to get at least 100. I've been shooting on my app for 140 grams of protein, which for my body weight, I'm aiming for 1 gram per pound, which I'm 120 pounds now. So 140. That should be adequate enough, and that's from dedicated protein sources like dairy, wheat. No, sorry, not wheat. Meat. That's what I was trying to say. Dairy, meat, eggs, whatever, you know, like fish, like not like, oh, there's 6 grams of protein from this bread. Unless it's like a protein infused bread, like it's on the packaging that it's got protein in it, I'm not really sure that, you know, like there's better sources of protein that I could be counting. But nonetheless, I've been kind of struggling. I've been dealing with this like achy feeling in my joints and my bones. I think that's something that just comes with like working full time, kind of on your feet, kind of blue collar. So all my blue collar viewers, sorry, my blue collar viewers could relate. I think they would relate to achy bones and achy joints, but that's what the weekend is for. It's for recovering and rejuvenation. So hopefully I should get some meaningful rest on the next Saturday and Sunday off, and I can hit the work week with minimal, you know, joint pain. Not pain per se, but it's definitely been bugging me. Not to say that my joint aching is like really like impacting my lifts or anything. It's just more on the back burner, like it's just at the back of my mind, which is kind of annoying. But if you can tell, I'm being lit up very nicely and well in this car. It's because I borrowed my parents' car for this night lift, because my car doesn't have a dome light or an interior light, so I would be completely in the dark here. But it's kind of nice driving an automatic. I wouldn't mind an automatic daily, because I drive a manual, like quite a short ratio manual, so I'm always rowing, I'm always doing this in my other videos, so especially after a leg day, you know, operating quite not a heavy clutch, but just doing that motion after you've just done calf raises is a little bit dangerous. Oh man, but I'm filming on an iPhone. Oh god, I'm filming on the latest iPhone, so the low light isn't terrible, but I am certainly looking into getting a proper like camera. I've been looking at a Sony, what's it called? ZV-E10, I think it is, and you can interchange the lenses, of course, and it's 4K. You can do 4K 24, 4K 30, or whatever. But it's a good vlog camera, but I haven't been like fully on board with the idea of, you know, setting up the tripod with the camera, because I've got an iPhone and I've got a MagSafe tripod. So if the gym's crowded and you have a camera like constantly on a tripod all the time, it could be a little bit like, you know, a little bit weird. But if I've got the MagSafe and I whip my phone off, put it in my pocket, I mean, no one's gonna care. But that'll come with time, I guess. If I want to invest a bit more into this channel, into the viewership. But I'm thoroughly enjoying making these videos, especially the long form. The short form I've been doing for about a year, but the long form is just something new, and it's something I enjoy editing. It's not so hard, but I want to kind of get my ideas out to the audience, because you're watching this video because you want to hear what I have to say. Otherwise you could just go and watch someone else's video. But yeah, I'm filming on an iPhone, obviously, and the issue with iPhones is they like to fill up their storage because they're sneaky like that. Apple wants you to buy the fucking iCloud whatever, doodaloo whatever storage for like some amount, X amount of money a month, which I'm not really on board with paying. So I was kind of sitting in the car. I was about to go film at 5 p.m. It is now closer to 7 p.m. because I was sitting in this car wondering why all my storage had gone, and I was like, just couldn't figure out what it was. I had like 50 gigabytes worth of apps that I could delete, but my storage was full of apps. Like I'm talking 250 gigabytes of apps, and I was so confused. But I realized that they hide the cache numbers or whatever, the like saved up data that you have. So I deleted a bunch of apps that I thought would free up some storage, and then re-downloaded them. So I deleted YouTube and Facebook and Spotify and YouTube Creator Studio, and that actually freed up 150 gigabytes worth of shit. So I'm quite pleased with that, but I'm not pleased that it took an hour of my time. But it could be a blessing because it is Friday night and it would have been rush hour, and I haven't filmed in a long time in rush hour in the gym. So hopefully this should, thin out the crowd a little bit, allow me to record a little bit more freely. But as for the lifting recording, I'm just gonna keep doing one set for now. Maybe if I get a few comments saying, why do you only do one set in the videos, or why do you only do one set per exercise, then I might think about filming 2 sets or filming 3 sets. But yeah, I'm probably gonna head into the gym in a few minutes, so I guess I will see you guys when I'm in there. Alright, I've got 90 kilo, which I think is like 190 pounds. It's pretty heavy for me. I'm gonna try to go for like 6, but I'm feeling pretty fucking tired. I got a 10. Fuck. Could have probably gone for like 12, but I'm a bit lightheaded, so on the safe side. Lying leg curl. It's a bit of a sus angle, but there's not really anywhere else you can film from, so. But I think 50 pounds. I'll try to just go for like 10. Definitely could have warmed up better, but one more set and then hack squat. 100 kilo on the hack squat. I forgot to mention, but I've started wearing these shoes high tops for leg day. Not for any reason in particular, but I feel like they give me a little bit of ankle stability. I highly doubt that because the laces aren't even done up, but it gives me a sense of like kind of locked in rather than like low tops. But they're flat bottomed as well, so that's good for squats. But we've got 100 kilo of pure iron on the bar. Sorry, on the machine. I'm gonna try to go for like 10, but I'm pretty exhausted after those 2 sets of leg curls. Sometimes it's kind of hard for me to tell if I'm getting a good like contraction or if it's just like hurting my leg. But I feel like the optimum is somewhere in between there. So another set of squatting motion. Fuck. Fuck. Pretty exhausted. Hack squats are pretty fucking draining. Leg extension. Probably my most hated leg movement, just because something about knee loaded when it's a quad movement, just like I get weak around here, and it kind of doesn't feel like I get a very good pump because I don't know, it just gives out before my quads start really firing. But I'm gonna warm up with 90 and then head on up to 105 for a working set. This machine's great, except I wish it went a bit further back. I think the last one we had, you could adjust it to like have it like go from here or go from way back here. That was a bit extreme, but I just feel like if it was a bit further back it'd be good for me, but for the regular person it's probably fine. But I've been trying to do 2 sets instead of 3 for a movement, and I think it's working. Like, it's not so repetitive, which I hate. I don't hate doing 3 sets, but it just gets old and makes you really fatigued for the next exercise, and then that compounds. But I'm feeling really good on 2 sets. I think that might be the new sweet spot for legs, at least. Not that I'm under a super hard time crunch, but it would definitely help if I only had an hour to train to do 2 sets instead of 3. But I'm going into every exercise feeling actually quite fresh, which is pretty rare and good. So 105, half the stack, because I'm not a mass monster. Okay. I found a new bit to grip on this machine. Oh wait, never mind, that's on the calf raise. My knees are feeling weak. Fuck. Really burns like here, but I used to go a bit heavier, which made it worse on my knees. So I've been kind of going lighter with a bit more partials, and I think that's firing my quads a bit better. But quick rest pause, down to 90. Ah. Oh my god. Yeah, lactic acid on this machine's crazy. Oh my. I'm like feeling okay for like 5 seconds and then it just rushes into my quad. It fucking hurts. Straight leg, calf raises. I quite like calf training. It's very easy. Like, I mean, you go from here to here. I mean, it's that simple, really. It's just a question of intensity. How hard you're hitting them, how frequently. Sit here for 2 sets, starting off at 105 pounds, I think that is. Try going slow, as controlled as I can, and load my actual calves. Try to roll out momentum a bit more. Where's my music? Oof. You definitely can feel when you're hitting them properly. They have a real hard, or my calves at least, have a very hard like strength drop off. Like I can do 7 reps, really strict, feeling good, and then the 8th rep is like the hardest thing in the world. But that last rep is the one that kind of flicks that muscle building switch, you could call it. On the last exercise I was talking about, these handles, it's a bit more natural for me to grip there rather than here. If I grip here, it kind of hunches my back a bit, but if I pull here, it kind of pulls my shoulder blades back a bit more. But enough talk. Oh, fuck. Better quads activating that last rep, but I'm gonna try and negate that with this drop set. Yeah, just activating the calf. Ooh. Just drop setting to fucking 0, really. Holy fuck. One more drop set. Yeah, I think that's good. Have to do the posing again because my iPhone doesn't like to focus on me when I'm posing. It focuses on the background for some reason. But here's what we're working with. Feeling a really freaky calf pump. Probably won't take my pants off in this one just because I'm wearing my rubber duck underwear. $50 likes and I'll wear my rubber duck underwear with no pants on in the next leg pose. But yeah, haven't got much of a quad pump, but I can see some veins. Do the old Tom Platz. Yeah, I don't really have a pump, but I'm really liking my calves at the moment. If I shaved, I got really hairy legs. If I shaved these, you'd see some pretty serious definition, but let's head back to the car and back to the house. Alright, back in the car. Is that kind of crooked? I think that is crooked. I gotta fix that. Hang on a minute. Actually, yeah, it is a bit crooked. We're in the car for a very valid reason. I'm going to the store to get a BJ. Not the BJ you're thinking of. Get your mind out of the gutter. We're gonna go get a pint of Ben & Jerry's. Probably, I think I've had Ben & Jerry's once or twice in my whole life, so I don't know why I was craving it, but I think I'll just have to go with the classic cookie dough. I think I might just get a small pot. Yeah, I'll just go with a small pot, and then, because I still have to kind of eat a small meal as well, so if I eat just a shit ton of ice cream, I don't know if that would be 100% conducive towards my goals, but nonetheless, I'm gonna get ice cream at least, so. On the way home, so they didn't actually have the small pints which I was talking about, because I kind of went to Pack and Save, so that's more of like a, it's like one of those stores where you can only buy kind of the big size. They buy in bulk basically, which is why it's cheap. But that doesn't mean that that means that they don't usually have like kind of the more rare variants of the stuff that you want. Like, I like these crackers. They're like barbecue or like sweet chili or whatever, but they never have them at Pack and Save. They only have like 3 flavors out of like the 10 you can get at the other supermarkets. But that being said, picked up the half-baked chocolate and vanilla ice creams with chunks of chocolate chip cookie dough and fudge brownies. I was trying to get cookie dough, but they didn't actually have it, and they only had half-baked and the big size, which, oh man, oh fuck, damn, they only had the fucking big size. Oh man, that really sucks. But it's 1,100 calories and 16 grams of protein, so I was pretty on point with the protein, but oh my god, it was like double the calories, which is actually really good. So, gonna eat that. I probably won't eat the whole thing. I'll probably just scoop at it. 600 calories, 8 grams of protein. That and a small meal. That will be me, done for the day. But apologies for the messy couch and room, kinda. But this is how I roll. Okay, that was cringe. I work full time, so don't really have the time to clean my room as often as I'd like. But that's just an excuse. Alright, how do I'm a noob, you can tell. I can't even get into the frickin' Ben & Jerry's. But half-baked, logged in my app. I got 1,100 calories, 16 grams of protein, and that will cap me off for the night. So, oh my goodness, look at that. That's some good shit right there. Get a cookie chunk for my first bite. I think this will at least be the first Ben & Jerry's I've had this year. Holy fuck. I can see why that's 1,100 calories for a pint. Oh man. That's pretty good. But talking about today's lift, I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, my legs hurt right now, which is good. But last leg day, I had trouble sitting down for like 3 days. So I'm feeling like the same thing might happen, which isn't so much an indication of growth, but it's certainly a tool that I can use to see kind of how intense I'm training. Holy fuck, this is like half brownie. This might be a bit much. I'm not going to be able to eat this. But yeah, quads, pretty destroyed. I didn't warm up enough on hamstrings. That fucked me up for the hack squat. The squats though, fuck. Sorry for the swearing, by the way. I was feeling good. I was feeling real good. I don't know what it is. I think I used to not grunt as much when I'm filming, but I thought kind of fuck it. Like I'm filming, whatever. I do it normally, so why not do it when I'm filming? But I was feeling real good on squats, going real hard. I'm trying not to cross my legs. I look gay as fuck. Sorry for the swearing. I'll try and tone it down in the future. I'm trying. You should see me off camera. I moved this painting off my wall. It used to be on the wall behind you, but I put a picture up of me and yes, but it kind of doesn't work well here. It's a nice painting, but it's kind of, if it was up here, that'd look good, but it's concrete wall, so you can't really do much. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, you can drill into it, but can I drill into it? I don't know if I'd trust myself. Probably burn out the fucking drill bit. But I've been kind of itching to play Minecraft. I have a realm, and for the longest time, I believed that only 2 players could play on the realm for some reason. I have no idea where I got that number from. Only 2 people. I thought there was like a 2-person realm for like cheaper, and then like a 12-person realm for like more expensive for some reason. But I think that I was reading the Bedrock shit, but I'm on Java, so I've been paying for a realm subscription and only using it with one other person. So I gotta get on to playing with some more goddamn people on Minecraft, because I have a pretty cool world. You know, I'm not saying that there's a Minecraft stream in the cards, but I'm definitely not writing it off as one. Comment down below if you want to see me play Minecraft. I'm more of a builder, per se. I'm not really one to go and hunt or mine a lot. I just like building. I'm not like saying that I'm not a good builder. I am no good builder, but I don't know. I like that so in the realm I've been building my real house like in Minecraft, and I've done that like 4 times in 4 separate worlds, and I thought that was really funny because when other people play Minecraft in that realm, they're like building skyscrapers and fucking big factories and mansions and pools. And I end up just building my own house. It's not even my house, it's my parents' house. It's not even that cool of a house either. It's just kind of like a block, but I think it's funny. It's weird, like, sitting at your computer and, like, looking at the same, like, I built my little computer, like, where my computer would be in my room, and it's, like, weird, because I, like, look back, and it's, like, the same picture almost. Because you can get pretty close with, like, item frames, and, like, you can put stuff in the item frames to look like, you know, paintings I've got on the wall, or, like, the computer screen with, like, the paintings and stuff. But my room's pretty easy to make, because there's not much, like, weird shit in here. It's just, like, bed, 2 screens, some chairs, a small set of drawers. But hopefully, if there is a Minecraft stream in the cards, that no one figures out where I live, because that would kind of suck. I guess you got to be kind of careful in a way that if you kind of blow up on YouTube, like, oh shit, have I got, like, do I say my freaking parents' address in one of the early videos, or do I have, like, my number plate or whatever? But yeah, I guess no one would really care, unless you were, like, super, super hated in the fitness community. Like, if you were, like, fucking Togi or someone would look at Togi's footage and be like, oh shit, you know, Togi has a Lamborghini, and he leaves that bitch unlocked. You know, I'm not saying I'm gonna go steal it, but take that as you will. I don't want to be one of those mums who say, "Oh, that's so rich. Oh, give me a little sliver, just a sliver. Oh, that's way too big. Oh, it's so rich." But it is pretty rich. I know you are watching to this point in the video. I see you. Shout out to you. Let me just see if I've got a message back. No. I've been telling my cousin to hop on Minecraft, just because we usually play, like, Fortnite and GTA, but that's getting a little bit old after fuck, we've played GTA for, like, the last 5 years, since the Xbox days, like, because he's kind of younger, so he didn't really get GTA till, like, 5 years ago. But we've been playing it we've been playing it on and off, but, like, if we do play it, we'll play it for a week straight, and then we won't play it for a month. So I guess it's good to have a break. It's kind of fun. Because in GTA, what do? You hop into a lobby with your mate. We don't do heists. We just kind of, like, crash into each other and play car tag. I think that's the funniest thing in the world. We get he has, like, the Insurgent, which is, like, the big car tank thing from Fast and Furious, and one of us will get on a moped, and the tagger will be in the heavy, big old army truck. We'll try to hit the person off the moped. I think that's hilarious, but I'm starting to, like, fucking shake. Sorry. I think it might even be from the blood sugar spike. I'm making my way through this, though. I'll probably only eat half, and then later on I'll have a small 400 or 500 calorie meal. I'll probably eat what would I eat? I have those little mini sausages filled with cheese, air fryer, 13 minutes. just before they pop and the fucking cheese goes everywhere. Just enough so that the skin goes all crispy and it's like biting into a crispy, I don't know, like almost bacon kind of texture. Those are really high in fat though, but I don't really mind. Well, I probably should be saying that I'm eating fucking Ben and Jerry's. But right now, I'm in a bulking phase, so I don't really mind about putting on fat because that's a given. And I do not have an appetite. So if I can get in my calories in any way, I mean, hey, if the scale's moving, it means the bulk's working. Almost, I'd say I'm probably halfway. But after I'm done this, I'll go weigh it out. Macro tracker. I use MyFitnessPal. If that's one tip I could kind of give to you, start tracking your fucking calories, because chances are, if you had to say how much you're eating, probably double it and you'd be close. But you pick it up really quickly. Like, you might say for you might go and grab a fucking handful of Doritos at like 10 p.m. And you're like, oh yeah, whatever, it's a few Doritos. But like, once you get into dieting for like a month, like tracking properly for a month, you're like, instead of looking like, oh yeah, it's a few Doritos, you'll be like, that's, 120 calories. It's 30 grams of carbs right there. Maybe 5 of fats, maybe 2 protein. Maybe I'll go with a bit more of a goal-oriented snack, like I've seen a lot of people head into the rice cakes if you're dieting. They can be like a hack. Not for me though. I'm bulking. I can pretty much eat whatever, and the scale will barely just start going up. So that's where I feel like I have an edge over other gym people, because everyone that I follow on YouTube is like in a fucking cutting phase, and they bulk like it's nothing, and they really need a lot of tips to cut, which I could start a cut tomorrow and be fucking 5 kilos leaner by like 3 weeks from now. It would not faze me at all. So I think I have a bit of a different insight. And if you're a skinny guy like me, like kind of 120 to 160 pounds ish, you want to put on some mass, you come to the right channel, because I'm putting all of my findings from watching years worth of bulking content, which isn't a lot because there's not a lot of bulking content out there. I mean, for one, you got Sam Sulek, you've got Trin Twins, but like other than that, if you search on reels and you go dieting or bulking versus cutting, the first 15 reels will all be cutting hacks. And it's like, for me personally, I'm like, yeah, but like, I'm trying to fucking gain weight. Like, I know how to lose weight. You just don't eat as much, or like, you know? So I feel like I have a little bit of a different take. That might be a little bit refreshing for the viewer, which is why I'm kind of putting this out there, because if you're a guy like me and you're not like overweight, chances are you're probably going to relate to me. And I kind of wish there was a guy making YouTube videos that I could more relate to. Skinny guy trying to bulk up. The literally only guy I can think of is fucking Jack's Fitness, which he is hopeless, like legitimately hopeless. That guy went off the rails. He had literally everyone supporting him, and he fucking threw it away. I mean, like, all of his fucking, sorry for swearing, all of his, like, collabs were all literally just to make fun of him, or, like, to say, look how skinny this guy is, because he just like, I don't even know what went wrong. I think he went off the rails after he partnered with that OnlyFans chick, and then no one took him seriously after that. But apparently, according to an insider source that I trust, he is like doing it for the clout. Like, he actually can't gain weight, but he knows that and is using it to his advantage, like making clips and shit. Like, he has people clipping him, like looking like a nonce, like straight up looking like a tool. But he's like doing that on purpose. So I think that's actually kind of smart, because if you're into the content making space purely for making purely for making money, drama and controversy is like the number one driving factor for like people interacting with your channel. Like, I wouldn't see people interacting with my channel like 100 people per like 1,000 liking, or like a super high watch rate. But if it's like a guy and it's like someone making fun of him, it's entertainment. It's almost like reality TV. But yeah, I enjoy making this because it's kind of documenting my journey, and I can look back and say, yeah, I actually like, I can look back into it and kind of get into my own shoes. Because when I was like first starting and first lifting, I made a bunch of videos and a bunch of like, took a bunch of photos and stuff. I deleted them all, and I fucking wish I didn't do that, because it was like 5 years later and I want to know what I was up to. You know, I want to know my origin story. That being said, I have two workout videos from like 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I might re-upload them on a rainy day and be like, this is me 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever. I'm at the same gym as well in one of them. Yeah, training with the OG gym bros, but they're kind of a different editing style, because I was kind of into like the Twin Twins, like hella hard back then. So it was like hype music and like overlays and funny memes and clips and stuff. But yeah, it's a lot different to this long form format. So thanks for watching all the way through the end. Hope you got some insight into my information on my lifting journey. I'm probably going to stop eating this because I feel a bit sick, to be honest. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next 3 days. For what am I going to do tomorrow? What I feel like, probably chest and triceps. Yeah, chest and triceps. All right, I'll see you then.